Right then, most people loaded in, so briefing. Time is 1100 hours, July 10th, 1969. Situation: Kujari army forces have been attempting to occupy and subdue the countryside and some of the major towns to prevent the enemy from recruiting or resupplying from the local populations. The town of Marway is the furthest east in our sector and one of the largest. Kujari army forces had been occupying the town for around a week before they were forced to retreat by a heavily mechanized force of around 500 main force enemy fighters. The enemy occupied the town for about 4 days now, and although most of the force has returned to the jungle, a significant portion remains in dug-in positions to hold the town. We're sending you in with heavy equipment to dig them out. Mission task: clear Marway of enemy fighters. Mission purpose: re-establish Kujari army control. Execution: maximum acceptable casualties is 10, and the operation must be completed by 1300 hours. Mission elements were a BMP motor rifle platoon. We have no attached T-55 tank because we don't have enough crewmen. We'll scale the mission down a little bit. A platoon of mechanized Kujari army will assist us. We have artillery on standby, and we also have an Su-17 on standby. I suggest you use them both pretty heavily. Enemy forces. Our aerial recon has indicated that enemy armor and anti-aircraft guns are still located inside the town of Marway. Enemy armor consists of obsolete British tanks, and our BMPs should be able to handle them easily. Air support should prioritize these targets. Around a platoon of enemy armor is still remaining in Marway. The enemy force likely consists of a mix of local force and main force fighters, and Yellow August forces are increasingly well equipped with obsolete and even current American small arms. Expect older anti-tank equipment such as Piats. These are unlikely to damage a T-55 but will be lethal against APC and IFV class vehicles. We expect approximately 30 to 40 enemy fighters remaining in the town. Environmental data: it is midday, high temperature, so there's lower infantry stamina. The town is still highly populated by civilians. Casualties are probably unavoidable. Terrain: Marway is a mix of very high walled corridors and kind of warrens of compounds. If you zoom in on the map quite closely, you can see it's just a mess of walls. Do pay attention to the structure of them, because if you jump over a wall from a road, you'll probably get killed extremely quickly unless you look to the map before you did it. Gecko, over to you for the plan.
Howdy, partner. We'll let the squad leaders ask any questions or anyone if they have them. I'll just finish my plan up.
I have a question. Since we'll be moving alongside the road, not alongside the road, but in the same direction, should we expect anything like minefields or anything like booby traps or something like that?
Yes, they have mines, they have tanks, they have anti-aircraft guns.
Alright, so that answers my question.
Are we required to safeguard civilian property, like their houses or vehicles or whatever? Or can we call in like a fire mission on a house even though it's civilian?
If you take fire from anywhere, you can call in fire support. If you suspect there's enemies in an area, you can call in fire support. The town is populated, but basically we have to fight here, so it's kind of unavoidable that there will be casualties from the civilians.
Okay, so just try to minimize them, I guess.
I mean, obviously don't like murder civilians in cold blood, but
Yeah.
the mission has to get done.
Okay.
Yeah, we're Russians.
Is there any
Not
chance
that big of a
of
deal.
them receiving extra reinforcements?
So there is. Enemy fighters could come from the south, from the jungle, up into the town of Marway. That entire area is pretty much infested with enemies. So yes, it is very likely enemies could come in from the jungle. It's unlikely they'll come in from the north, it's unlikely they'll come in from the east or west.
Are you planning on having the APCs push in the town?
No.
Say,
Yes,
the
actually,
visibility
yes,
with
yes,
the
I am.
visibility with the walls are gonna be pretty
Hmm.
limited.
I will explain my plan for the hell's drawing on my map. Kunch.
That question mark I draw over right now, does this indicate any possible enemy location or something like that?
You should expect enemies all over that yellow area here.
Alright.
Yeah, okay, good. To the plan. I've drawn a very sophisticated plan here. We're gonna go to RP ladder, Red Group Point ladder, and we're going to split into this formation. Every squad leader, every crewman, please take a look. RTMs and Boris's BMPs are going to be roughly 50 meters in distance between them, with infantry in a line formation in front of each BMP. We'll be moving directly east for those 3 kilometers almost, until we finally reach those 2 roads, at which point Boris will at first actually Reddy's Artyom will first provide overwatch for Boris as they push into the town, then Boris will as well join them in the town. The squads will be kind of close together because the town is big and we don't want to get split up and killed. The PMPs will push into the town whenever it's deemed safe, otherwise they will try to find an overwatch position on a nearby elevated position to overwatch the efforts of the infantry. As we push further into the town, Artyom is going to clear the northern side and Boris is going to clear the southern side, respectively. Do we have any questions, complaints about the squad leaders, from the squad leaders? No? Okay, wonderful.
Can we level buildings?
Yep.
Yay.
Yay.
The BMPs will happily level buildings. Even the BTRs will level buildings with enough fire.
We have color smoke.
We do. And the
Then
fact also
maybe a
has...
good way to direct some fire and take some buildings down.
Question.
Go on.
What do we have available for repair and rearm for the BMPs?
There's no ammo rearm available. In terms of repair... Actually, no, there's none. There's no repair, there's no resupply.
Not even a toolkit.
There's not. They have
Or-
toolkits, but they won't repair them very much. Enough
In
to get
basic
them moving.
engineers.
I think there's 2 tracks in each of the BMPs, so if you get immobilized with a track, you can get moving again. Apart from that, if you get damaged, you're probably fucked.
Okay, listen up.
Roger
Artyom
that.
and Boris will have to set up their separate channels for their BMP. I hope you know how to do additional channels, guys. But basically, Artyom has 41, Boris has 42.
Alright,
Okay.
Boris is 42.
We got to go through?
Okay.
I guess.
I'm still loading if you can. I don't know if it'll fuck my shit up.
Everyone, don't move
Alright.
after you load in.
Okay, now it's my
There's plenty
turn.
of ammo in the BMPs.
I'm going to be using one of these bad boys today. SU-17 heavy cast plane. Mostly going to be doing anti-tank missions, though it sounds like I might be firing on buildings this time. Okay. Engine on, navigation on, sensors are good, weapons are set to safe, guns good, 4 times bombs good, 64 rockets good, countermeasure fuel good, engine and other systems good. Looks like we're good for takeoff. Right, one last thing. Radio. Radio check on frequency 50. I can actually hear you. This is incredible. White one, I'm reading you, but very poorly, so I'll hail you when I'm in your AO. Flaps down, and here we go.
Back to Grom-1.
Yep, this is Grom-1. I read you, Fac.
Copy that. I'm currently in a MCLB with a should be more powerful long range. Do you read me any clearer?
Yes, I read you pretty clear right now.
Okay, copy that.
I have just taken off and I'm approaching your AO now. The fact that I could just about read you on your personal radio from back at base is good, though. It's really promising.
Agreed.
Grom-1 is flying just to your north, right about now.
Copy that. I have eyes on you, Grom-1.
And eye on you.
Yeah, today we'll have at least visibility.
Yeah, it's incredible. I can see individual soldiers standing in a line there.
That's good. You'll be pretty much required to provide this report. I wonder how much of the town will remain after you drop all your 500 kg bombs.
As for equipment today, currently I'm flying 4 times 500 kilogram high explosive bomb and 64 times S5 general purpose rockets.
That's very good.
Don't expect me to rearm those 64 rockets if I go back to rearm.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Can I just ask you to limit yourself to rockets in the town itself if you're only, attacking like either technicals or individuals?
Yeah, roger that. I will use your guidance on the individual targets unless you don't specify. In which case I will follow that guidance there. Just... adjusting my chair a bit. So the friendlies are in that town right there. They will be moving east across the plains, following the ridge of the jungle there, staying south of that airfield. They'll be moving into a town which is currently beyond render distance, and, well, recapturing it, basically. So, I hope their incursion doesn't take too long, though, granted, while they're doing that, I'll probably be decent as air power. Visibility today is obviously miles better than it was last week, when I couldn't see shit. Look at that. Those are individual vehicles moving around down there. That is incredible. Grom-1 to FAC requesting you change call sign to White 2 from now and out, considering the fact that it is entirely possible that any of the BMPs may switch their radio to talk to me.
Grom-1, be advised, White 2 is already occupied by KIA.
Correction. Whichever platoon you are, you're White 1, yes?
Yeah, AFM.
Yeah, I'd like for you to use your platoon call sign, just to avoid potential confusion.
So, just to confirm, my call sign is now White 1?
Roger, yes.
Okay, copy that.
That is technically our doctrine as well, so... Grom-1, White 1, come in.
Come in, Grom-1.
I could potentially do some aerial reconnaissance of the target objective if you want.
Copy that, go ahead, Grom-1.
Roger that, Grom-1 outbound. So now, what I'm going to do is use this little buddy. Well, at least once we're in a stable flight. I'm going to go higher up for this as well so I don't get shot down. Here we are. This is Grom-1 initial reconnaissance, complete at least 4 armoured vehicles inside the town itself. The rest are, well, up to another 4 easily spottable, possibly wrecks, or they could still be active vehicles.
Copy that, Grom-1. This is White 1 to Grom-1. Are you able to preemptively engage those armored vehicles?
Yes, probably, if you want me to.
You are free to use 2 of your 500 kg bombs.
Copy that, we'll try preemptive strike on enemy armor.
Copy that, Grom-1. Maintain a high altitude. There are AA guns in the area, apparently.
Roger that. Alright. Cleared for weapons release is always a fun phrase to hear. I mean, I didn't technically hear that exact phrase, but you know what I mean. You, the hypothetical viewer, which I'm not even sure will be watching this. Look at that little juicy thing there. And bomb away.
White 1 to Grom-1, be advised. Infantry is currently proceeding to advance towards the town.
Roger that, White 1. Update, 1 times bomb released.
Copy that, Grom-1.
Splash.
Any info on kills?
White 1. This is Grom-1. I'm seeing smoke coming out from the target. It's intact, but I believe dismounted and inoperable.
Copy that, Grom-1. You are free to proceed to eliminating the second target.
Roger that. So when we first started using this jet, it didn't actually have that targeting camera in this sense. Yes, it still had a targeting camera of a sort, but it didn't articulate freely like this one does. It makes this sort of search and destroy much easier in good visibility conditions, for sure.
White 1 to Grom-1, please inform me whether or not you've released the bomb.
Yep, not yet.
Please advise me, Grom-1, what's your capability of eliminating targets with the rockets?
Wait, 1 on terminal approach now.
Copy that, Grom-1, good luck.
Right there. That looks like a juicy target. Come on. Second bomb release.
Copy that, Grom-1.
Dodging anti-aircraft fire. No problem. Okay, as for those S5s, it depends on what warhead they're using. I'm not entirely sure. I think this is the general purpose, which should be good for light and maybe medium armor. Considering these are antiquated World War II tanks, that I may very well be able to blow them up if I get a direct hit.
My biggest concern would be whether or not you would be able to accurately hit those tanks with like as few missiles as possible.
The bigger barrage, the better. S5s, they're not terribly accurate.
Okay, what's the sit rep on second?
Finding out now, I'll let you know what I know.
Copy that.
I'm actually not that confident in that last bomb drop. I mean, it would have landed close, but possibly not close enough to destroy the targets, plural, in question.
Grom-1.
Yes?
Are you still turning around?
Yeah, I'm coming in on the reconnaissance approach now.
Okay, copy that.
This is Grom-1. Looks like 1 times APC disabled, probably. As well as possibly 1 times tank, though that may already have been dead.
Copy that, Grom-1. Good job. Status and bombs is 2 remaining, correct?
Correct.
Do you have eyes on any more armor targets in the town?
I don't know of any, but there probably are, so I can maintain reconnaissance objective for now if you want.
A from that, Grom-1. Thank you.
In which case I'm going to stop coming from the same angle again and again. I'm going to have this angle as well as an ingress. That is a punishingly short render distance, though. I guess it's only fair. I would rather have this than lower frame rate. Low frame rate kills people. This is Grom-1, reconnaissance run complete. All I can say is there's clear signs of heavy fighting already happened in the town. There's tons of vehicle wrecks and structural damage to some structural damage to the town already.
Yeah, copy that, Grom-1. Are there any signs of enemy vehicles around the town?
I have not been checking around the town. I can tell you that there is at least 1 remaining active vehicle inside the town.
Do you have eyes on that active vehicle?
Not at the moment, but I saw it earlier. It looks like a light tank.
Okay, copy that. Continue with reconnaissance with the town itself. Once you complete that, just scan the surrounding area and report any armored vehicles.
Roger that. Just to keep you in the know on how I do this, because of render distance and the fact that my camera is pretty much forward only, I do reconnaissance in, flyovers. So each flyover gets me maybe 5 seconds of reconnaissance time.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Which is why the recon is somewhat lacking and takes a long time to get more information. What's the status on the ground troops at the moment?
Grom-1, we are still advancing. We've just made contact with some dug-in enemies and cleared them out and continue to advance towards the town.
Roger that.
Grom-1,
Come in?
do you have eyes on our current position?
No, but I can get it.
Get it, and you'll see tracers flying towards a jungle area to the southeast of our position. There is an enemy AA gun there. I want you to strike that with rockets.
Roger, I'll do my best. ETA to area acquire minute or so.
Copy that.
Earliest ETA for target destruction is 2 minutes.
We need you fast from one. AA gun is currently firing against ground troops. We are taking some casualties.
Roger, just survive as best you can, I guess. I have eyes on your tracer. I can fire now without the targeting camera if you want.
Copy that. Go ahead.
ETA to strike, 30 seconds.
Copy that. Good luck.
That's the downside of using the targeting camera on an area. It can be difficult to wrestle back into control. So now I'm going to have to use the little reticle here. Which I'm not entirely sure is how it's calibrated, so this is going to be interesting.
Good hits, Grom-1. Good hits, Grom-1. Wave off, please.
Copy that.
Grom-1, please continue reconnaissance task. And stand by for further tasks if need be.
Grom-1 copies. That lag spike was not good. Wonder what caused it. The hell? There we are. And now, I need to align with this little reticle to get it to face front. And not crash into the ground, maybe? That would be a nice idea. This is Grom-1, recon run complete. Looks like they've got anti-aircraft light tanks, you know the ones. One or two of those, and possibly some other light armor.
Copy that, Grom-1. What's your probability on taking out those AA tanks preemptively?
I tend to count a PK, that is probability of kill, of about 2/3 on these bombs, under good conditions. Might I remind you that they are anti-aircraft guns and that I am an aircraft?
Yes, that's what I wanted to ask you. Please advise me your ability to take this out without getting shot down.
I don't feel very threatened by them, but I can't guarantee a kill. Also, if I were to do so, that would mean I would not have as many bombs to aid you guys in direct close air support if need be.
How long will resupplying only the bombs will take?
Not very long, but there's always a chance of me fucking up the landing and exploding.
Copy that.
I can try taking out the anti-aircraft tank on the far side if you want.
A firm on that. Go ahead. Godspeed.
Speed indeed. one. Bomb away.
Copy that, Grom-1. Grom-1, I'm not sure if you can take over that, but we're currently taking contact. We have our Jom on the position you previously strike. To the south of them, there are enemies coming from there. Are you able to provide reconnaissance on that position, or are the trees too thick?
Depends on what type of threat. Infantry generally is very hard for me to spot.
Copy that, then. You have one bomb remaining, correct?
Correct. As for that anti-aircraft tank, it looks like good kill on that one.
Are you comfortable with taking out the second one?
I don't know where it is.
Copy that. Try to get your eyes on that. Strike with the bomb and then resupply.
Roger that. There's one. So now I'm just trying to avoid getting shot down on my acquiring target run. And then I'll come around and do a strike, basically. So now I know the target is directly where my reticle's pointing. So now I can just fly towards that. I'll still have to
game crash, sorry.
acquire it by sight, but it'll be easier to spot now, is the idea. Final bomb release.
Copy that, Grom-1. Please check on the target and then proceed to resupply the bomb.
Copy. It stopped shooting at me, so I think that's a good kill.
Amazing job, Grom-1.
What can I say? The weather's in our favor today,
Yeah.
and so is the radio. Now, I'm never entirely comfortable landing this thing on the runway we're using. I have to confess that. I have blown up in the past, though I've never fucked up an entire operation because of it. It's just... I'm never comfortable doing it, especially because frame rate on the server is always lower than it is in test scenarios, and while you're under more pressure and all that stuff, it's just, it all comes together and makes me uneasy, and uneasiness under pressure is never good. Just remind myself that if in doubt, then break off and try again. There's the runway. Gear down. Flaps down. Speed is maybe a bit high. Alignment is less than perfect, but not wholly terrible, I suppose. Coming in too shallow now. Yeah, no, I'm going around for another try. Like I said, if in doubt, then try again.
White one to Grom-1, do you read me?
I read you. I'm doing a go around for second approach.
AFM.
I'll let you know if I landed safely. Though, good intuition there.
Okay.
That is definitely too slow. Like minimum airspeed for level flight of this thing is about 400 usually. 350 if you push it. Landing speed is about 300 to, well, 270 is ideal, I'd say. And of course the runway isn't the best. It's technically actually much too short for this aircraft, which, combined with the fact that too steep a landing destroys this entire thing, yeah, it's never an entirely certain thing, this, at least not when I'm in the pilot seat. Gear down, let's not forget.
White one to Grom-1, requesting.
Final approach.
Copy that.
This looks better. Grom-1 is safely on the ground.
Copy that, Grom-1, good job.
That was successful. This is Grom-1 to White 1, come in. 4 times, bombs rearmed. Do you want me to rearm rockets or should I just take off? Okay, roger that, taking off now. This is Grom-1, I forgot to refuel. I'm just going to put some fuel in. It takes next to no time. ETA back is 3 mics. Really, you're supposed to attach the fuel nozzle before you start rearming. I just forgot. There we go. Grom-1 in the air and returning to AO now. Did I just take off with air brakes on? Oh my god.
Grom-1, at master position, course correction, to the southeast of that marker, there's one enemy Crusader tank. Try to get your eyes on it and destroy it once it's spotted.
Roger that, will do my best. This tank, is it in the tree line?
Possibly, Grom-1.
And are you aware of the camp just inside the woods?
Wait one, Grom-1.
Because I got no vis on the tank, but there's a camp just to your south.
Copy that, Grom-1. Can you describe the camp? Are there any contacts in there?
It's just some buildings and a clearing. You see the yellow dot where it says Malari?
Yeah, I've
It's that one I'm talking about.
copied that. The tank is around 1 to 200 meters northwest of that.
So between that and you guys.
Yeah, approximately on that yellow question mark.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm gonna do another go around and see what I can find.
Copy that. Grom-1, Grom-1 update on enemy Crusader position, approximately 1 to 2 kilometers, 1 to 2 clicks east of previous position.
Copy that. So it's almost by the town now.
Should be. Only relaying into here, sorry.
That's alright. I will start searching for it in that area.
Copy that.
No wonder I couldn't find it. Yeah, this is Grom-1. I cannot find it. I've been assuming it's not inside the trees. If it is, I won't be able to find it, most likely.
Copy that, Grom-1. Proceed to just scan out the area.
Roger, I will keep looking for it. This is Grom-1. Looks like the enemy anti-air guns have gone eerily silent. May have taken them out, all of them. Either that or they're just holding fire for now, but nothing is coming towards me.
Copy that. Let's just assume they've been taken out. Try to avoid them still.
Yeah. I just heard an explosion. Was that you guys?
A from Grom-1. Forest is currently engaging enemy technical.
Nice sound effect. Jeez.
Grom-1, can you try to get your eyes on that enemy technical position? It seems to be not a technical, but some kind of cannon armored vehicle.
Where do you think it will be in relation to the white smoke?
No eyes on white smoke.
Are you inside the vehicle?
There's a cruiser tank northeast of our current position.
Spray it with tracers and I might be able to spot it.
Opening fire with tracers now.
I see it. Good eyes. Turning around.
Wave off, wave off, wave off. It's already disabled. It's been taken.
Good job, guys. That was a sight to behold, just asking for tracers, boom, 2 sources on it already, you know?
Yeah. You know, that Crusader just then was thundering towards command vehicle, which I am driving.
Yeah, so I'm guessing you have limited vision of the battlefield, do I?
Yeah, like driving and commanding and trying to fucking speak to you is kinda hard.
In a perfect world, you would have a separate spotter vehicle with a personal driver.
Yeah, but this is Soviet Union.
Exactly. Is that music?
Ava. Stained better with Soviet pop music. Pop music accurate to that time, mind you.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna start doing more in-depth on the town again.
Copy that, Grom-1. Grom-1, we have another Crusader to the east of a current position.
Roger that.
A tracer fires into it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get turned around and retrieve my camera and stuff.
Copy that. Grom-1, please advise once you are aligned, we can stop firing.
Yeah, I'm aligned, coming around for approach now. Or rather, going out for approach.
Grom-1, please wave off, please wave off.
Roger that. Good job.
Apologize for some anti-climatic firing mission. Please continue on the reconnaissance approach.
Roger. This is Grom-1. I cannot see any more alive armor in the town, though that doesn't mean there isn't any. But it looks like what's there is dead wrecks for the most part.
Copy that, Grom-1.
This is Grom-1. If I had to guess, I'd say the town contacts consist
Hello,
mostly
yes, I
of
am back. I'm just still loading in.
Infantry at this point.
Copy that. You have a autocannon, AFAM?
I have a cannon. It's loaded with armor piercing.
Oh, copy that. You're free to engage infantry with rockets. Use rockets until you have 20 left.
Roger. Might I remind you that it's very difficult for me to distinguish between civilians and enemy infantry. White 1.
Grom-1, something's firing at us. Please get your eyes on that. It's at the edge of town.
Do you know what size of this something? White 1. Shit. White 1, come in. Are you alive?
Grom-1, come in.
White 1, there you are. Do you know the size of what it's firing as?
Either field gun or hull down tank.
No visual on any hull down tanks that I haven't assumed are just wrecks. Update, there is one anti-aircraft gun, or possibly just a machine gun, in the town, in the southeast. Permission to focus?
You have permission to focus. Wave off please. Apparently infantry's engaging that gun.
The field gun or the AA gun?
Good question.
Because I don't think you told them about the AA gun, so I'm going to keep fighting that. There's no way you could be there yet.
Okay, then fire.
Update, spotted 1 times live looking tank in the streets looking westwards. Tell your BMP crews and your infantry to be careful while I take it out. White 1, do you copy?
I copy, I'm back on station.
Yes, there was 1 times tank spotted in the main road looking west. Tell the troops to be careful while I take it out.
Copy that. Main road towards west, you say?
Yes, at least that's what it looks like.
Copy that.
Splash. Kill. Grom-1, White 1, that tank I talked about is dead.
Copy that, Grom-1. Good kill. Grom-1, come in. Grom-1, come in.
Grom-1 here.
Copy that, Grom-1. We have to abandon the vehicle. I'm on foot now.
Roger that, don't get shot. Sounds like just as long as I'm in the AO, we have good radio contact these days.
Yeah.
I think I might have found that AA gun I was talking about a long time ago. Looks like it may actually be one of the AA guns I tried taking out earlier.
Copy that. Is it still active?
I don't know.
Um,
I can do another recce on it if you want.
Sure, just don't get shot down. Only use rockets, please.
Copy that, limiting to rockets fire. Did the infantry start to complain about the earthquakes now?
Negative. We're still out of range of the bomb.
Ah, nice.
That's actually a bad thing, to be honest. I like the earthquakes.
Aww.
What's that, you, Grom-1?
Nothing, I'm just being sentimental.
No, we just exposed. I thought that was...
No, that's not me.
Copy that.
Update, AA gun in question is still crude, so I think it's still active.
Copy that, you're free to engage, you're free to engage.
Still rockets though.
What you see fit, what you see fit.
Copy that. Bomb it is. I will be approaching from the southeast on this one.
Copy that.
Bomb release.
Fucking stupid motherfucker.
Copy that one. Good hit, good hit.
User left your channel.
Platoon, this is BMP Boris on 50.
Boris, you are on the wrong net. This is the air net. And platoon is on channel 40. Yeah, good kill on that AA gun.
Copy that, Grom-1, good job.
As well as, I'm afraid, leveling a building, but can't be helped.
Buildings are... they don't matter.
Are you currently actively engaged?
Negative, Grom-1.
Cool.
User left.
So you know how some World War II planes, they do the thing where they scribble their kills on like the tail plane or something?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that. Gonna do a rocket run on infantry now. Never mind, no. It might be civilians.
repeat last piece, Grom-1?
It was just me deliberating whether
User left your channel.
to shoot at unknown personnel.
Okay, sorry, I'm kind of busy, Grom-1.
It looks like there's even yet another source of anti-aircraft fire somewhere in the town.
User joined your channel.
Copy that. Try to locate and eliminate.
Roger. Ooh, Grom-1 to White-1 update. There looks like there's a gun emplacement looking down the western road as well.
Yeah, please take that out. Please take that out, Grom-1.
Yeah, give me the time to go around and I'll take it out.
Copy that.
Looks like one of our BMPs is looking right at it.
User joined your channel.
Rockets away.
Copy that, Grom-1.
Now you see what I mean by inaccurate. Those shots should have landed on target.
You're free to use bombs, by the way, Grom-1.
I've only got 2 of them left, so saving it for something special.
Okay, yeah, fair.
User joined
Unless you
your
want me
channel.
to rearm again.
Negative, let's avoid rearming.
Is that gun emplacement dead? Do you know?
I don't know, Grom-1. No eyes on gun placement.
Oh, it's not that, and that's a big gun.
You're free to use a bomb, Grom-1.
Is that an explicit order I hear?
Possibly.
I'm not. That is actually probably the anti-aircraft gun shooting at me.
Yeah, then turn around and use the bomb.
Roger.
Big bomb.
That will be one of my 2 remaining.
Yeah, A-phone, we need to get that down.
Roger. Is it blocking the entire advance or something?
Negative, however, it's really dangerous to everything we have, especially in close quarters.
I can imagine. Bomb released.
Grom-1, there seems to be another AA gun to the south of the one you just strike, maybe even 2.
Copy that. Thanks for the update.
I just saw 2 lines of tracers flying towards you. Just be careful.
Yeah. Copy. I'm trying to fly evasively on my turnouts.
If you get shot down, try to aim for the enemy.
I think my priorities right then are to try to bail out safely.
Copy that, Grom-1.
Assuming I don't get, unconned. Approximately how far south were those guns? Like, are we talking 100 meters or in the tree line?
Approximately 100 meters.
Copy.
User was moved out of your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel. User left your channel. User
didn't know that
was
was
moved
me.
to your channel.
Hey, White One.
Coming, Grom-1, coming, Grom-1.
That AA gun that I bombed, it's still active. It's got a bit of a trench line around it. My bomb went 5 meters, 10 meters deep. It's still active, and I'm seeing tracer fire towards it. Permission to do a decent rocket run. Requesting permission to rocket strike, White One. Update. The crew has been disabled. Looks like infantry has taken care of that gun now.
Copy that, Grom-1.
User left your channel.
This is Grom-1. I have acquired eyes on that southern AA gun. It is on top of a building.
Copy that.
Permission to strike?
I don't know. Wait one.
Jeez. That is not a proper approach. Let's try that again.
User left your channel.
Wow.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
White One, come in. White One, I'm gonna assume you're down, and that means it's a bad situation, so I'm gonna fire on that AA gun.
User was moved out of your channel.
White 1, come in. Come in, White 1.
User left your channel.
White 1, I'm going to assume you're dead. I'm going to transition to channel 40. This is Grom-1 signing into net. I believe White 1 forward air controller is dead. How copy? Does anyone read me on this net? White 1 command, come in. It occurs to me that you might not have a long enough range radio, so I'm gonna do a swoop over the town. If you could call out if you can hear me then, that would be great. Does anyone read me on this net? Come in. Does anyone read me on this net? This is Grom-1 to Major Eugenie. Do you read?
This is Iskra send.
This is Grom-1. I have lost all contact with White 1 in the town of Marway.
User left your channel.
There's been signs of heavy fighting. Don't know what the situation is. Please advise. Over.
Copy that. Stand by.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel.
Fucking hell.
User joined your channel. 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 User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Grom-1 to Iskra, come in. To anyone who can read this, Grom-1 is assuming that White 1 is dead and or missing and will be RTB to saunter over the airfield.
User joined your channel.
I have no idea what's going on down there. They could all be dead for all I know. No radio contact, very little signs of fighting. The mission hasn't ended, so presumably someone's still alive down there. But no one with a long-range radio. Which presumes that they've lost all their vehicles as well. The fact just disconnected from the server. He probably died a long time ago. That's why I lost contact with him.
User left your channel.
So I'm just going to loiter back here at the airbase until someone heals me. Which may take the rest of the mission. I mean, they might all be dead for all I know. The entire command structure might be dead anyway. And furthermore, I can't do anything without direct contact with them. Not without risking killing the rest of them, because I can't distinguish between friendly or enemy at this point even. I don't know what the situation down there is. I simply don't know. And I've got the munitions to help, but I don't have the information. Which means I can do very little, even under these close to perfect weather conditions. So I'm just going to hold here, and if someone hails me, then great. If not, then oh well. Grom-1, to anyone on this net, do you copy? Does anyone copy? I'm not going to do that fly down thing where I flew close to the town again, because I did not read your transmission, but I heard a radio noise. Who is this?
Grom-1, this is Iskra, do you copy?
This is Grom-1. Iskra, I copy you.
We're deploying reinforcements to the battle, please stand by.
Roger that. Grom-1 to anchor over the town of Marwai. This is Grom-1, leaving channel 40, entering AirNet channel 50. Grom-1, signing into channel 50. If that's the case, and they're sending in reinforcements, then there's a chance that I'll get radio connection again. Either way, I should start doing some recon again. Although I have no idea what direction the reinforcements are coming from and such. So, presumably from the west, because that's our friendly territory. Quite possibly they'll be flying here on a helicopter. That would be pretty cool. Looks like I took out the anti-aircraft gun at least. Look, there's a friendly BMP. Well, a BMP, but gonna be friendly. This is Grom-1. Is there a white one on this frequency? Grom-1 hailing white one. Come in. Nothing.
User left your channel.
hang on. So the BMPs are not actually on channel 40. They're on either 41 or 42. I'm going to guess it's 41, and I'm going to try hailing them. This is Grom-1. Is anyone else on this frequency? This is Grom-1. Hailing anyone on this frequency. Come in. White 1, do you read? Okay, that didn't work. I'm going to try 42 then.
Good, sure you on this net?
This is Grom-1. Is anyone on this net?
This is Boris BMP.
Fantastic. You're the first ground contact I've had in about 15 minutes. White 1 FAC has died, I believe, so... Congratulations, you're my new eyes on the ground.
Alright, I've only got a view of about 15 degrees to my front.
That's better than I do. Alternatively, if you can hook me up with someone better.
Yeah, let me see if I can get a hold of my squad leader.
Yeah, channel 50 is non-responsive and 40 is, well, not great. For me anyway. Yes! There we go. Finally a ground contact. Boris BMP,
I don't know what happened.
Are you still alive? Boris BMP, come in. I've got infantry contacts advancing northwards from the outskirts of the town. Come in. Do you read? Are those enemy?
Repeat last.
We got at least 4 times personnel contacts moving northwards into the town from the south. Are they friendly?
That's a negative.
Do I have permission to strike?
Yes.
Copy that. Rocket strike inbound, ETA 20 seconds. Rockets complete, unknown effect.
User left your channel.
Looks like there might be still a couple of people down there which I might be able to take out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly out, and I'm going to use my camera, and if I can find, and if I can see anything clearly, I'm going to strike it, even without asking first, because there is no way they are going to be friendly. Actually, hang on. Boris BMP, come in.
This is Boris, send it.
Do we have friendlies on that southern road?
That's affirmative. I've got my BMP watching down the alley in that road.
And friendlies are advancing down?
If you see a BMP, it should be alone. I don't see any, there's no infantry in front of me.
Roger that, in which case I will start my overwatch on the southern side of town unless you have other orders. Again, if you can hook me up with some higher command, then that would be brilliant.
Yeah, I don't have anything better for you. I can't get a hold of anyone else.
Just us two then, huh, bud?
Guess so, bud.
Yeah, this is Grom-1. The southern side looks relatively clear for the time being.
Roger that. I just heard some enemy armor. Oh, I think that's that AA gun. It's probably right above us. Never mind.
Yeah, I think I took a stray hit. You know where that AA gun is, so I can take it out?
It's approximately north of me. Stand by.
I thought I took out that AA gun. Boris BMP, I have eyes on 1x anti-aircraft gun on top of a building to what I believe is your north. I thought I took it out earlier though.
Yeah, I just got a visual on that gun. It's not manned.
Hmm. Do you have any idea what that fire might have been then?
Not currently.
I'm going to see if channel 50 is any better at this point. If not, then I'll talk to you in a bit.
Copy that.
This is Grom-1 signing into net. Does anyone read me? Grom-1 signing into net. Does anyone read? Gonna take that as a no. Gonna switch to channel 40 and see if I can find anyone there. This is Grom-1 signing into net. Does anyone in White 1 read me?
This is Iskra. I read you Grom-1.
Copy that, Iskra.
White 1, Iskra, come in please. Any unit in White 1, come in please.
Grom-1, Iskra, The only contact I've gotten on the ground radio-wise is the Boris BMP on frequency 4-2. He says he can't get a hold of any command above that either, so...
Any units in White 1 platoon, come in,
User
please.
left your channel.
Grom-1 Iskra, be advised, I have eyes on Cook-Off in the town, believed to be Boris BMP.
White 1. Any unit in White 1, come in, please. Archon, Boris.
Grom-1 Iskra, I have been unable to get a hold of White 1 Platoon HQ for about half an hour now.
User left your channel.
Copy that. I presume that the entire platoon is dead and begin bombing all targets that you can see that you suspect may be enemy. The town is a free fire zone.
Roger that, Grom-1 will expend remaining ammunition and then RTB.
HQ, this is Artyom 1, how copy, over?
Artyom, this is Iskra. Fall back out of the town. Retreat immediately.
Copy that, we're rallying any remaining survivors and falling back, over.
Copy that, White 1.
Grom-1 Iskra, if there are friendlies in the town, am I still weapons free?
You're still weapons free.
Roger that. Just keep them on their toes, eh? Fucking hell.
They failed the Soviet Union.
Copy that. The heathens shall perish.
Vic, you good? Oh, damn it.
User left your channel.
This is Grom-1, Winchester, and RTB. So, Command just blew up the entire town, I think. That looked like rocket artillery.
Yes, where this was off the half copy over. This is Ezra. Standby. Operation is over. We'll end scenario with enemy. Active copy.
This is Grom-1, safely on the ground and return to air base.
This is Ezra. Well done, Grom-1.
User disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel.
Oh my god. Oh, my hand. My hand hurts. Oh my god. Let's see, any damage I took? Difficult to tell, really. Let's go compare it to the other one. No, it looks about the same. Although I suspect that's due to the mod being, well, not 100% great, and in the same way that it doesn't tell me if it's damaged in the cockpit, I suspect it just doesn't let me know visually. It just explodes at some point. Is my guess, if I had to guess. Today was a good day. For me, anyway. Not obviously not for White. 1. And the reinforcements as well. And the town they attacked. Oh dear, poor thing.